Good morning, guys. It's your girl SeekretD, and I'm gonna do today's strawberry letter response. So this letter is written in by this lady. I believe she said she's 38, her husband's 40. She has a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old. She said they've been married for 2 years. The husband has an 18-year-old son, and she said that the last 2 years they've been growing their family, but not on purpose. So she said her husband cannot keep his hands off of her. So initially they decided that they were going to have a childless marriage. They were okay with his son being 18 and not having any children. So she said she got pregnant, and once her husband held their daughter, he had an epiphany that he wanted to have another son. So she said fast forward, he basically just hops on her. Like, he always wants to have sex with her. She said it doesn't matter what she looks like, doesn't matter what state she's in. She said he says it does not matter. So her hair is not done. She said if she don't get a chance to shower yet, he wants to pounce on her. And she said even if they're not having sex, he wants to massage her breast or rub on her, which he gets more pleasure out of than she does. And essentially she's like, why won't he stop touching her, right? So she's writing in because she said that now they have 2 girls, a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old, and she's like, okay, they weren't supposed to have children at all, and now he still wants the son. So she wants to know, would it be bad, or how does she get him to stop touching her, and would it be bad if she went on some sort of contraception without telling him? So the answer is yes. Okay, so honestly, I don't know. Again, I've dated someone with like a touchy-feely thing. I want to go for it and say that his what's that thing? Love language was absolutely, his top love language was absolutely 100% physical touch, right? He was always touching me. He was always like on me. Every time he saw me, he wanted to pounce on me. So I understand completely. And I understand especially having a baby and stuff like that, because we had that problem. And I told him about himself. And as a result, our sex life went from get off of me to like, why are you not touching me? You know what I mean? So that can be like a touchy subject, especially with someone that acts like that. The thing with the children, that's serious. So I feel like you should 100% go on some type of contraception. But you should tell him that you're doing it before you do it. Like, don't just do it and be like, I don't know why I'm not getting pregnant. I feel like that's equivalent to, and obviously not as extreme, but it's equivalent to men getting vasectomies and not telling the woman that wants to have a baby that he got a vasectomy. So she's thinking that she's just not getting pregnant. Meanwhile, she absolutely can't get pregnant because he went and got snipped. So she was never going to get pregnant, and I feel like she gets dragged along. So him being 40 and wanting a son, I don't know how that's going to go, because he obviously might want to keep trying for the boy, but he also does not have to carry the baby. So I feel like a lot of times people forget that women go through a lot. It's life and death to have a child, right? And I feel like it's so trivialized sometimes, because maybe some people have a lot of kids and people carelessly have kids and whatever. So people a lot of times often trivialize the whole process of baby making and childbirth, to the point where they look at it like, oh, she can just do it. You know what I mean? There's so much that goes into it. So saying, okay, we're going to try for a boy is kind of insensitive. And honestly, it's not up to him. Yes, you guys are married. Yes, you guys made a commitment, all this good stuff. But if you guys weren't supposed to have kids at all, and y'all already have 2, and he wants a 3rd, and it seems like you don't want one, or maybe not right now, but either way, you don't want one at the moment, then you should 100% go on some type of contraception. But I think you should at minimum tell him and explain why, because a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old is a lot of work, and then to have another baby right after is wild, right? So I know generally speaking they want you to have a certain amount of space between children. I had all C-sections, so I was told to try to wait at least 18 months, which I did. Not on purpose, because I'm like her, not on purpose. But I'm sure vaginal deliveries, I've heard of people getting pregnant 6 weeks after giving birth, so, or less than 6 weeks after giving birth. So I mean, it's not the safest thing, but I guess it's not the most dangerous. People have done it, but I think y'all should have a conversation about it. You should 100% go on contraception, but you should also tell him before you do it. I don't think it should be like a let me sneak and do it type thing. But again, I live in transparency, so everybody might not agree with me, but y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it. All right, bye.